Like, it's over to the supreme god of music, Tom York.
Hello, Jimmy. This year, we released our new album, In Rainbows. Can you tell me, can the panel tell me what was special about that? That was good, wasn't it?
On October 10th, 2007, In Rainbows was released online, with surprisingly no leaks, because this time, Radiohead had released it themselves. With no record label behind them, they still created an amazing project with the freedom of their own rollout. So what did they do? They let you pay however much you wanted, including $0. The band ended up making more profit than they had made on their previous record by cutting out the third-party label that would take a big sum of the money in the end. By allowing anyone to listen to it free of charge, they had basically brought back the spirit and moral of music, while simultaneously attracting a whole new audience. It shouldn't be about money, it should be about how good the album sounds.
They had this thing, this target market thing, where they tried to establish who they could target OK Computer at next. And we became obsessed about it and managed to get hold of the marketing research and used it as artwork for something, can't remember what now.
Tom York acts much more personal here. The lyrics speak about things we all feel at times, including the good and the bad. I think it's usually glossed over that this album can not only be their most positive, but also their most raw and blatant at times. It's as if you cracked open Tom's head and his emotions are just flooding into each and every track. 15 Step is almost unanimously known as the happiest Radiohead song because of its major key. It might be a shock, but at its core, this song features extremely dark and gut-wrenching lyrics. Similar to songs like Hey Ya by Outkast, the band misleads you easily if you don't grab and hold on to everything that Tom says. The song sets the tone for what's to come as an interesting blend of OK Computer's Airbag and Kid A's Idiotech. 15 Step is an explosive and groovy opener in the time signature 5/4. This isn't common in majority of mainstream music, although this isn't Radiohead's first time experimenting with it. In tracks like Morning Bell, he uses 5/4 to put a sense of uneasiness and unpredictability in the song. Here, they use it the same way. The extra beat added into each measure paves the way for some bizarre drum patterns, laying the groundwork for the melodies that just glide over the top of them. In the first words of the album, Tom is already frustrated with how he repeatedly makes mistakes and can't leave the cycle of a disappointing companion. How come I end up where I started? How come I end up where I went wrong? Won't take my eyes off the ball again. You reel me out, then you cut the string. The narrator uses a fishing metaphor to say that he constantly falls in love only to be toyed with and rejected. It goes by the metaphor saying there's plenty of fish in the sea. He's just one of the many people that are stuck looking for someone. And then the chorus comes in, inviting a warm guitar line into the mix, and Tom sings, This leads to the alternate and much darker meaning behind the track. One by one, it comes to us all, it's as soft as your pillow. The narrator looks to death as his only solution, and he won't be satisfied until he doesn't have to deal with things anymore. 15 is a reoccurring number in Tom York's lyrics, and it stands as a cipher for death. On Climbing Up the Walls, he sings, 15 blows to the back of your head, 15 blows to your mind. And on Just, Don't Get My Sympathy, hanging out the 15th floor. The last piece of the puzzle here is in the last words of the second verse. 15 is the approximate height of a long drop gallows and provides a meaning behind the song title. This line changes the demeanor of all the lyrics before it. He increases the intensity and the impact of his crisis with just one line. Cutting the string now means, well, you know what. He's been so drained by the repetition that he decides to end it all. It looks like the only escape for his lack of inspiration and love. This was the happiest Radiohead song. Thank you for watching.